What's going on, guys? This is one of the Wi-Fi battles I had yesterday, and this is one of the most intense battles I've had in a long time. Trust me, this battle does not turn out how you're going to expect it to be. It's quite a long battle, but if you stick to the end, trust me, it'll be worth it. Let's do this shit. Alright, so from first glance, his team looks pretty scary. He's got a Mega Venusaur that I'm mainly worried about, because that thing can pretty much eat my team. And he also has an Azumarill, which has become quite the powerhouse in this generation, becoming the fairy type. So honestly, I don't know how I'm going to deal with this shit, but let's get it started. Alright, so the team preview pretty much shows me that Jinx is going to be my best bet to lead off with. He leads off with his Tyranitar, which is perfect. I am going to be able to outspeed this thing. I can either choose to Focus Blast right from the start and probably honestly kill that thing, or I can go for the Lovely Kiss. I decided Lovely Kiss just to play it safe. Kiss that bitch right in the stomach, and he's like, yeah, it's bedtime. So Tyranitar goes to sleep. That's pretty nice. The Sandstorm is kind of going, which is quite shitty, but Jinx doesn't really care. Jinx is a bad bitch. She does not care. He switches out his Tyranitar. Fearing the Focus Blast goes into his Aegislash, which is pretty nice move on his part, so he avoids that Focus Blast. Now I pretty much have to switch. I know this thing's going to probably want to Shadow Sneak. These things have a nice priority move, and they can do quite a bit of damage. So I decide to go into my Gliscor. I'm like, you know, the Sandstorm's up. Why the hell not? And take advantage of it with my guy that does not get hurt by it. Unfortunately, I don't have the Sandbeal though, so that's not gonna do much for me. Just no damage. So I get my poison there from my Poison Orb, or Toxic Orb. That's pretty nice. He's gonna go for the King's Shield, which is basically just the protect of the Aegislash. He just kind of has like a cooler protect move. I go for the Substitute while he protects, which is perfect. And now I'm pretty much have my beanbag out here. He's gonna switch out, realizing he can't really touch me, which is kind of a lot of things in this generation. He goes into a Starmie, which kind of sucks for him because now he's going to take an incoming Earthquake, which is going to do a lot of damage. It does more than half, which shows me I can kill it now. The Sandstorm subsides, and I just get my Poison Heal, which gains a lot, and I'm pretty much back to full here. So, surprisingly, he stays in and goes for the Ice Beam just to break the Substitute. See, at this point, I could have just gone for another Earthquake and killed it, but I honestly predicted the switch into either his Dragonite or something like that. So I go for the Toxic. So now the Starmie's Toxic, which is alright. He's going to be able to outspeed me and hit me with another Ice Beam now, which kind of blows. I could have just Earthquaked that thing and this could have been all over, all done with, but that's not going to happen, so I got to switch out. I decide that my Sylveon can pretty much take any special attack that this Starmie wants to throw at me, so that's what I'm going to do. He's going to hit me with an Ice Beam, and it's a bad day to be Sylveon because I get fucking frozen. What is this? Freeze hacks. Just coming back to bite me in the ass. Well, that's whatever. It's whatever. Honestly, Sylveon's just going to chill, you know, like a popsicle, just sit there, frozen as hell. He takes this opportunity to switch into his Venusaur, which is like, okay, I'm sitting here, I'm like, well, I am about to get demolished, so I'm frozen, I'm all popsicleized, and I have to switch the hell out of here, because I know he's going to go for the Sludge Bomb, and that will pretty much destroy my motherfucking Sylveon. So I switch into my Scolipede, which kind of is a threat against this Venusaur, I guess. I resist both of his moves, and I do have the Earthquake, so that could do a lot of damage. So he goes for the Sludge Bomb, does a shitload of damage, because Scolipede isn't, let's be honest here, Scolipede ain't the most defensive-ass Pokemon ever. So he's going to switch into his Tyranitar, which is still sleeping, and I'm going to go for the Protect. I went for the Protect just to see what he wanted to do with his Venusaur, just in case he had something that could hurt me, I would be aware of it. So now that the Sandstorm's back up again, that kind of sucks. I'm just going to actually Earthquake this Tyranitar, just to see how much it'll do, and it does not end up waking up, which is perfect for me. So after the Sandstorm damage, I'm just gonna be able to get off one more Earthquake, get my speed boost there. So this is nice. I'm building up speed boost, so I'm basically at this point faster than anything on his team. One more Earthquake is gonna kill that bitch ass Tyranitar, and that thing's dead. So that was perfect. That Tyranitar literally didn't do a damn thing in this game. So that's kind of nice. It could have been the determining factor. That thing could have destroyed shit. But you know, whatever. He's gonna switch into his Azumarill now, which is you know, I'm kind of scared just because he has the Aqua Jet, so I have to switch into Quagmire. So the Quagmire is going to absorb that Aqua Jet, which is perfect, and this Azumarill is going to take Sandstorm damage. Quagsire is just going to be chilling here in this Sandstorm because he's ground type, you know, it's perfect. He's going to switch into his Venusaur, which honestly I should have predicted, but I went for the Toxic just in case he wanted to stay in and hit me with a Play Rough, which would also do a lot of damage. Even though Quagsire has a lot of physical defense, Azumarill's physical attack is just too overwhelming. Now I'm just going to go into the Sylveon, which is honestly a risky play. He goes for the Sleep Powder, which was perfect. It worked out nicely, doesn't affect me, and now I'm like, well shit, I gotta get the hell out of here. So I switch into Gliscor on the incoming Sludge Bomb, which does hurt more than I had originally planned, but the Poison Heal kind of makes up for it, so that's kind of nice. I'm gonna go for the Substitute, because I don't know what he wants to do. He decides to hit me with his Giga Drain, which is going to do a lot of damage. And it had not been my knowledge that Giga Drain even restores health from Substitute. You'll see later on in this battle that I actually thought, like, I tried to use a Substitute because I knew he was going to Giga Drain, but he still gets the HP, which is stupid. But now I'm going to switch into Jinx because I know I can probably take a Giga Drain. Not very nicely, but, you know, I can take one. So Jinx takes that like a hoe, and he's going to switch out into his Starmie. Starmie has like a little sliver of health, pretty much just going to die from an Ice Beam. Prostitute doing her thing. Her name's actually not Prostitute yet. I got to go and nickname this bitch. I don't know why I forgot to do that, but whatever. Now he's going to switch into his Aegislash, and I'm like, well, shit, here comes the Shadow Snake, so I have to switch back into Quagsire to pretty much absorb that. Quagsire is really, you know, Quagsire works out, especially against this Aegislash, I guess. My original intentions was just kind of absorb anything that this thing wants to hit me with, like a damn sponge, and then try to get the Scald off on it and burn it. Now he's going to switch out, which kind of blows, and it pretty much, I was expecting the Venusaur, I guess, so I go for the Scald. I'm like, a burn would be nice on anything at this point, so the Scald does hit the Venusaur, and to my luck, guess what? I get the burn. Which honestly, I don't know if I would have been able to stand a chance in this battle if it weren't for that burn. So, I know he's going to Giga Drain, I know he's going to be able to freaking just demolish my boy Quagmire, so I have to giggity switch the fuck on out of there and switch into Scolipede. I was just kind of praying that Scolipede would leave this Sludge Bomb, but there's just no hope. So Scolipede dies. At this point, I'm like, well, Burn's gonna do a little bit of damage, but it's like you can just Giga Drain anything and then just get it all back, which is like, fuck this Mega Venusaur. Like, seriously. So I switch into Jinx. I am aware that Mega Venusaur gets the Thick Fat ability, making it resist Ice and Fire type moves by 50%, which kind of sucks. So the Ice Beam does not do enough to kill it, and he's going to Giga Drain Jinx and get some health back, which kind of blows. This Venusaur is basically just, he's just on a rampage right now. I'm like, please, somebody, stop this Venusaur for me. This is shitty. Now Tiny Wings is going to come out, you know, just kind of save the day. He's going to switch out, and what does he bring in? He brings in a Azumarill, which was shitty because he's going to absorb that freaking Dragon Claw like a bitch. It sucks how Dragon doesn't affect fairies these days. You know, I should have, I'm an idiot. I should have Dragon Danced there, and I would have been able to get at least reasonable damage with an Earthquake or something on this Azumarill. He's going to use the Play Rough. It's going to hurt Quagmire for way too much damage, which kind of sucks. And at this point, I was kind of realizing, I was like, this thing is probably, it's probably choiced in some sort of way. I haven't seen any clues to lead me otherwise. So I kind of put all my cards on the table here, going into Gliscor. Turns out he does switch out, showing me that he is choiced and he can't go for the Aqua Jet, which is perfect. So I went for the Protect just to play it safe anyways. I should have Earthquaked, would have been just awesome. But Venusaur's in here, taking the burn, taking that burn damage. I'm going to Protect once again, so he can't hit me with anything else. But shit on my life, he's got the Synthesis, which I should have been aware of that. So he gets like more than half of his health back, and I'm just like, well, there's just no hope in this battle. This Mega Venusaur will literally be the death of me. And it's like, shit, he's gonna get off a Giga Drain and it's just gonna do too much damage. I decide, fuck it, I'm faster. I go for the Earthquake and just get some mad damage off on it. He decides to Synthesis again, just trying to get all his health back. And we're honestly in just kind of a stalemate here with Gliscor versus Venusaur here. I'm racking up that Poison Heal damage, so I'm back to, or Poison Heal health, so I'm back to full. It does more than leftovers, which is why I have Poison Heal. Also, the Poison Heal comes in handy because he can't put any status on me since I'm already poisoned, so that's pretty sweet. He's gonna Giga Drain, he's gonna get a little bit of health back, he's gonna do like just about half to me, which is just like, I'm not sure at this point if my Earthquakes are gonna even be worth it. I'm gonna go for the Substitute now because I'm like, well, is this gonna take burn damage? Whether he decides to Synthesis, I'll have a sub up, and if he Giga Drains, he'll just break it, so that's fine with me. Here's the point where I was pretty much fucked. I was like, what the hell? You took health from my Substitute? What is this shit? So if you wouldn't have taken that health from my Substitute, that would have just made my life a lot damn easier. But he just steals all my beans from my beanbag, apparently. And now I go for one more Earthquake, and it ends up killing it. So I'm like, well, shit. This is working out. Venusaur is finally dead. The main threat to my team finally taken care of. Now I gotta worry about this damn Azumarill. And keep in mind, he still has that full health Dragonite just sitting and just waiting at the back of his team. I'm gonna go into Sylveon's popsicle ass because he can't do anything anyways. I'm just pretty much taking Aqua Jet, which does way too much. And he's just gonna Aqua Jet me again. So Sylveon, you just completely failed this game, which kind of blows, but whatever. Now I'm gonna go into Tiny Wings because I know he's choice banded into Aqua Jet, which is perfect, and this allows me to get a free Dragon Dance with my Tiny Wings. So I got +1 attack, +1 speed, and I'm starting to think, wow, maybe what if I could just set up some sort of sweep right now. That'd be awesome, because if he brings in Azumarill, the only thing he could do to attack first is Aqua Jet, and that wouldn't do very much at all. He would have to wait to use the play rough, but Azumarill just has too much HP these days where Earthquake wouldn't be able to kill it. But Earthquake does kill the Aegislash after taking a Shatter Sneak that does nothing, and this Garrett's getting, Garrett's shivering in his boots right now. He's getting kind of scared. So here's the Azumarill. I'm going to go ahead and Earthquake it. It does just about 75%, which was perfect, and he's going to hit me with a play rough, which is just an easy-ass overkill. So shit's getting pretty crazy. Now I'm going to go back into Gliscor. I know he's stuck into play rough, so he can't really hurt me. He can only kill me with a water move, so he has to switch out. He's forced to switch out into his Dragonite. I know that's going to happen, so I go for the Toxic. Unfortunately for me, I do not have a single move that can hurt this Dragonite. My Gliscor set is Substitute, Protects, Toxic, and Earthquake, so literally all I can do is wait for this Toxic damage to pretty much help me out. He's going to start Dragon Dancing. He's like, well, my best chance here is to just kind of get as much attack as I can, because his Dragon moves wouldn't do much without it. So I go for the Substitute, knowing that he's gonna kind of just set up all day over there. While he's losing health to poison, I'm just kind of gaining health to poison. I'm gonna go for the Protect, just to save my little Substitute guy. Luckily, he does decide to Dragon Claw and not Dragon Dance again, so the Substitute is still going strong here, and he's still getting hurt by poison a lot. So at this point, I could either try to Protect again and just gamble it, but I'm like, fuck that. Just gonna go ahead and let my Substitute fade, and then I'm like, well, I'll just bring up another one. So he pretty much can't hurt me at this point, so it's pretty much awesome. I'm literally just sitting here, just Toxic stalling the fuck out of this Dragonite. Now I'm at the point where I can Protect again, so that's perfect. He does decide to switch out on this one because he's taking too much Toxic damage there. So I do go for the Protect, but that's alright. If I would have Earthquaked, that would have been pretty much game over right then and there. So he Aqua Jets, which is going to break my Substitute. I pretty much just have to rely on the fact that this Earthquake is going to kill this Azumarill, which it does, so that Azumarill is dead. And it is pretty much just a 1v1 right now with me against that Dragonite. And it's like, well, I have a shitload of, I'm pretty much still at full health. So shit is just going my way right now. This Gliscor set is too powerful. He brings out his Dragonite without any attack boost or anything. Even with a critical hit, that Dragon Claw doesn't do as much as he wanted it to. I do get up a Substitute, and I'm at like red health here, so I'm like, if I take one attack without a Substitute in front of me, I'm pretty much screwed. I Protect just to just save my Substitute there, just kind of hoping he doesn't Dragon Dance. He does Dragon Claw. He's taking more poison damage, and I'm looking like I can pretty much pull this off here. If I can pretty much just let this thing kill my Substitute, pull up another one right away. Since I know I'm slower, I can pretty much just rely on him killing it, use the Substitute again, and shit is going perfect. So now he has like 1 HP left. I restore my shit back to 50, and I just can Protect so he can't hit me one more time, and then he's just gonna die to the poison. So that shit was crazy. I thought I was defeated at the Venusaur, but everything turned out alright, and Gliscor won the battle for me. So that was the end of the game, guys. Hopefully you thought that was as interesting as I was. When I was playing this in real time, I was literally shitting my pants. I was like, I don't know what's gonna happen right now. That Gliscor set is literally only effective if you're willing to play it like the way it needs to be played, 100%. But yeah, that was a good game, Garrett. I'll leave his link in the description if you want to go check out his channel. I will see you guys later. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed that. Thanks, guys.